absolute perfection.
Here we go.
I don't know how you make a movie as bad as The Last Jedi. It takes one of the most beloved franchises of all time, throws it in the trunk of a car, and then backs it into a river.
The Last Jedi is okay. I don't know. I don't like it that much. I think this world is divided into two groups. People that want this movie to be their baby, and people that want to burn it with fire. Honestly, there's so much dumb stuff in this movie, and there's so much things that you can kind of forgive. That's what it is. 50% good, 50% bad. That's why everyone is so divided on this film. You know, I didn't know how many people actually hated these sequels. Obviously, Last Jedi is probably the most polarizing of the three, but I didn't know how many people hated The Force Awakens. I really didn't know. When I went to the midnight showing, was it Christmas? I don't even know. But I went to the midnight showing when it came out on that night, and I loved it. Everyone loved it. Everyone was shouting, no, or whatever, when Han Solo died. And so was I. I hate to admit it, but yeah, that was quite a sad moment. But, you know, it's come to when all these movies have came out now, and everyone's reviewed them at once. And people are rating it 5 out of 10, 4 out of 10. It's a healthy mix. All of the films. A lot of people hate The Rise of Skywalker. But my brother hates The Rise of Skywalker. I don't know. I don't like The Last Jedi. And he doesn't understand that. But I'm gonna run through all the bad stuff with this film. And maybe a few good parts here and there. So, let's go. Number 1, Rose Tico. I'm really glad that they took this character out of episode 9. She's barely in it. But literally, if you look at this scene, she is literally stopping Finn from saving everyone. And she says this.
Saving what we love.
You literally just killed everyone, mate. Yes, please die, please die. Oh, she comes back. Why does everyone love the goddamn Porgs? They are literally the worst thing since Jar Jar Binks. Look at him. I have not much to say about him. Look at him. No, Chewie, no. Don't feel bad, mate. Right, I guess we should probably change it up a little bit and talk about something that I actually like about this film. Everyone hates Luke's character arc. Really, this was the problem I didn't have with this movie. In the comics, Luke is an absolute badass. He is unstoppable. You literally can't kill him. You can't. But in this movie, he has to learn. That's what this movie is about. It's about learning from failure. Literally, Yoda says it. Yoda literally tells the audience this film is about failure. The thing that upsets me, though, is this is what makes the film messy. Because everyone is failing and working out how to succeed and live with their failure. Luke is, his is great, but Kylo Ren is not learning, and he suffers from it, and that's good. But too many people are trying to learn different things, which just makes the movie a big mess. That's really one of the only things that I could say that's alright about this film. Rey is very much underdeveloped. People want to see me talk about, people want to see me talk about Finn and how he's completely underused. And that thing right there. And literally, I would like to talk about Phasma, I guess. But, I mean, look at her. I'm just going to leave her out of this. Like she was left out of the film. That's all I'm going to do. This next part I'm about to talk about is what I think makes no sense whatsoever. So, all I'm gonna do is talk about it. It makes no sense. So yeah, let's just go. Finally, the Holdo maneuver. This is, if you just look at what's happening right now, literally an entire fleet of Star Destroyers has just been destroyed by one ship. One ship going into light speed has destroyed an entire fleet of Star Destroyers with Snoke's ship. Have you seen the size of it? It's bonkers. Literally, how Star Wars could go out is literally all you have to do. A rebel is just going to inform the general. Oh, General, there's a fleet of Star Destroyers. Oh, look, there's a Death Star as well. How do you want to deal with this? Do I have spare ships flying around? We do. Okay. We need to make an honourable sacrifice here. So just shoot that at the Death Star. Drinks are on me. I know some people are going to be, like, mad that I'm trying to put logic into a franchise about space wizards and magic. But all I'm going to say is, really, like, if you don't have any eternal logic to something, it doesn't work. It's like why you don't have machine guns in Game of Thrones or lasers and spaceships in Harry Potter. Something needs to work. It needs to be, like, it needs to fit with the story. Right, now, moving on to something that I very much dislike. People like this film because it's original. People don't like Force Awakens because it's a rip-off of New Hope. Let me ask you something. Do you like Phantom Menace and Attack of the Clones? Really? Because those seem like original works to me. Thing is, though, they suck. I hate you! Right. Now that I've got my point out, my opinion, I repeat, my opinion, it's time to end this video. So, hope you enjoyed. If you did, check out Adam's video. He reviewed The Last of Us, why it's one of the best games I've ever played, and one of the best games he's ever played, if not the best. Next time, I'm going to be reviewing Game of Thrones, The Fall. The Fall of Game of Thrones. So, see you then.